Rosalind Franklin, 1920-1958, was a British biochemist and X-ray crystallography expert who made a decisive contribution to one of the most important scientific achievements of the 20th century, the discovery of the structure of DNA. Her scientific work was not limited to DNA. She also produced important findings in the study of viruses, graphite, and coal structures. Franklin's life and legacy symbolize the challenges faced by women in science and the extraordinary achievements they made despite those obstacles. Early life and education. Rosalind Franklin was born on July 25, 1920, in London to a wealthy and intellectual Jewish family. From an early age, she showed a deep interest in science and was recognized for her intelligence. She studied chemistry at Newnham College, Cambridge, where she became familiar with scientific methods in depth. After graduating in 1941, Franklin began doctoral research at the British Coal Utilization Research Association. During this time, she conducted pioneering research on the molecular structure of coal and graphite, which was later applied in the development of gas masks during World War II. DNA and work at King's College. In 1951, Franklin joined King's College London, where she began using X-ray diffraction to study the structure of nucleic acids. At the time, this method was one of the most advanced techniques for visualizing molecular structures. Franklin and her colleague Raymond Gosling captured hundreds of X-ray images to determine the structure of the DNA molecule. One of the most famous and historically significant images, known as Photo 51, was taken by Franklin in 1952. This image was the first visual evidence proving that DNA had a double helix structure. Based on this image, Franklin concluded that the molecule had a uniform spiral shape with repeating distances per turn, and that the phosphate groups were located on the outside of the helix. Injustice in scientific history. Unfortunately, Franklin's crucial findings were used without her permission by other scientists, James Watson and Francis Crick. Maurice Wilkins, her colleague at King's College, showed them Photo 51 without Franklin's knowledge. Based on this information, Watson and Crick built a model of the DNA structure in 1953, which was immediately accepted by the scientific community. In 1962, Watson, Crick, and Wilkins were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for the discovery of the DNA double helix. Rosalind Franklin, who had died of cancer in 1958, was not included because the Nobel Prize is not awarded posthumously. However, this incident sparked widespread debate in the scientific world, and Franklin's true role has since gained much broader recognition. After leaving King's College, Franklin began working at Birkbeck College, where she carried out significant research on viruses. She studied the structure of the tobacco mosaic virus, TMV, and demonstrated that viruses also have a helical structure. Her research greatly advanced the field of molecular virology. Rosalind Franklin was not only a brilliant scientist, but also a determined and precise researcher, known for her dedication to science. Despite the gender biases and pressures she faced throughout her career, she never gave up on her scientific pursuits and earned her place in history. Today, many research institutes, scholarships, and scientific awards are named after her. The European Space Agency has named its Mars rover mission Rosalind Franklin in honor of her contributions. This is a late but meaningful recognition of her significant role in science.